the doors open. I appreciate them. Jerry Jacobsmeyer, a wonderful pro-life activist, active in his church down at St. Gabriel's, always standing up for what's right. Jerry can't vote for me, but I know I have his moral support, and he'll even put a sign up for me in his yard. Damien, am I pronouncing your name right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Damien is active in the movement against Proposition P, which is a tax increase that's going to be on the ballot in St. Louis County and St. Louis City. So, Connie, I want you to vote no on Prop P.
Okay, I'll have to remember that.
My wife Donna is very supportive of this. She's the petite woman in the red blouse, or what is it, jacket or blouse? I don't
Whatever.
know. She asked me what she should wear before she came here tonight, and I said, well, wear red because that's the Republican color. Now, we here in the city, we're surrounded by an entire state of red. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to push out the blue in St. Louis City so we can get some red in there. And with all of your help and the help of the other Central Committee members who aren't here tonight, I think we have a fighting chance to do that on April the 2nd. So that's about where it stands. Just have a good night. Enjoy yourself. If you want to help, I'd appreciate it. I was always their kid brother. My sister Nancy's there in the ground floor, and my sister Connie. And they always would call me Bobby, and they'd always kind of look after me. And I know they wish me well. They can't do much for me except say a few prayers. And if they want to do some phone calling, they're welcome to do that. But any good personality traits, I guess I've somewhat got it from them. You know, they've been married for many, many years. I just got married for the very first time about 5 years ago, and it's worked out well. And I know that throughout the years they wondered why their brother couldn't find anybody. You know, they probably thought, I'm a nice guy, which I am. And but I did finally find somebody, and that's Donna. And I told Donna when we were dating that I was very interested in politics, and that at some point during our marriage I would probably run. So this is it. I want to be pushed over the top. If I can't win, I can't win, but I'm not going to be negative. If I don't win, and I have to be realistic, if I don't win, I'm not going to run again, but I'm going to stay active in the Republican Party. But I think we have a fighting chance to win. And, you know, April 2nd is coming in 3 weeks from Tuesday. So we'll see what happens. And, you know, Hubert Humphrey, and I've told other people this on the committee. Remember Hubert Humphrey? Who remembers Hubert Humphrey? He had the reputation of being a happy warrior. You know, he was very friendly with Barry Goldwater. I don't know if you knew that or not. But Hubert was he never viewed people as enemies. And we here in the Republican Party can't view people as enemies. We just have to believe our ideas are superior. But we can't hate anybody out. And you got to have fun in what you're doing. I remember seeing Mr. Humphrey many years ago before he passed away, and he was always smiling. The guy was always smiling. And he was in pain with cancer. He had terminal cancer, but yet he was still smiling and still on his feet. And that's what we got to do as Republicans. We got to be happy, and we got to keep fighting no matter what the odds are, because someday we'll win. So I guess I've talked for about 5 or 6 minutes, and I'm going to shut up. Does anybody have any questions or comments?
Every vote counts. You could win this by one vote.
That's true.
You really can't these races. It's come down to one vote many times in the city.
And again, thanks.
Nicholas Harrison, you want about because there was a lot of districts, there's one vote shift that whole district. You should have done Yeah, he died 1 month after he was elected. He gave like a 3-hour speech.
Say, Damien, you think you could give us a few words on Proposition P?
Yeah, go to the front and talk if you want to. And
Do I have to? I mean,
no, you don't have to.
no, it's just simple. the county and the city decided revenue needed to be raised to fund the arch grounds of federal property and parks around the city and the county. And now we're looking at a possible, I think, 3/4 of a sales tax increase, with a few exceptions, like medicine will be exempt of it, but pretty much tobacco, anything that has a toilet paper or any other necessities that you may need, toothpaste, will increase to fund not only federal property but also parks around the city, regardless of whether or not you think there may be other priorities like rehabbing housing or anything like that. And it's going to be on April's ballot. And currently, while the proponents are ahead, like there's like they got like anywhere between $50,000 to $70,000 in the bank already, and Slave got the machine probably will put some paid canvassers out there and to put it. However, I think we do have a chance to at least defeat it in the city. When the Board of Aldermen put it on the city ballot, they put it on the city ballot over the objection of 3 outspoken opponents: Alderman French, Alderman Ogilvy, and Alderman Moore. So that is the 24th, I think 21st and 4th Ward. So, and I think with that outspokenness, I give us a chance to find some opposition where we can go to reach out to possible voters to vote against that. Even there's a lot of Democrats who question why we should have a tax on this, particularly a federal property. And I think if the word gets out that we're going to fund parks in African American community, the northern wards, Ward 1, Ward 7, Ward 28, and so forth, I think they could go down, combined with the possible votes from 23 and push a turnout. I think it could go down in the city. It has to pass both in the city and the county to pass this. And I do have some makeshift flyers. I designed like a template where you can go and print out your flyers and give it to your friends if you want to do that. But at this point in time, pretty much I understand all the thrust is to get him elected. But if you do have some time, if you do want to get on Facebook, there's a Facebook page that we have. There's a blog. Actually, there's 2 Facebook pages. I formed one called Proposition P, Misplaced Priority, and then there's a Vote No on P Facebook page, and those both are geared to letting voters know to vote no on Proposition P. Contact the paper, but pretty much I'm not sure how strong our campaign is going to be, because we only got $100 in the bank, what I heard, but I do believe if the word gets out to the right people, and especially the right voters, I believe common sense will come to people and they will vote no on this. Anything else?
I'm still not clear. This is on property tax?
Sales tax.
Sales tax.
Sales tax.
Oh, but boy, that ought to be easy to...
Yeah.
Holy cow, there are people above Chicago here for not...
Yeah.
3/4% on sales?
Yeah, let me